it's not clickbait that I'm actually going to be getting rid of my laser blue V70R. It's kind of a bittersweet moment, but I bought it. I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. But after doing some thinking, I finally came up with a solution that the car is going to be treated well, it's going to see a good home, and I'm excited for what it has in store. I got into Volvos actually because of my black T5 right here, which was my first car. My mom bought it when I was born to keep my brother and I safe, so that was my first car in high school. I took it to college, took all my friends surfing. It just was the best car ever. And obviously that stemmed me wanting an R one day. But as soon as I figured out that this car was front wheel drive after some research, which then I found myself to buy this car, which is my 1988 740 Turbo manual, for a very good deal. And we have been rally racing this car and I've been having an absolute blast. So we've owned this since 2019 because I wanted to basically get sideways, and rear wheel drive was the way to do it. Now, even later down the line, I came across a friend who was doing track racing, so I decided to buy myself another T5, and this one is manual, which is the whole reason why it is the perfect candidate to do racing with. So I'm basically covering all my bases with those cars. Drift car / rally car, a track car. I have my 4Runner to tow and basically be a daily. And there's a lot that goes into owning cars, you know, funds, space. I don't have space for 4 cars. It just makes sense for me to actually let this car go. My mom was a big factor in actually giving me the love for the Volvos that I have now by initially buying one. I drove it, I loved it. I got another one and it just kind of waterfalled from there. Once you own one Volvo, you kind of just, it doesn't stop. You just keep owning them. I've had a gray 740, white wagon 740 that we were doing some rally stuff with. And now I have these cars. It doesn't end, right? Her and I both shared the love for this car. Mother's Day is around the corner. She also has a car show coming up at the end of May. I figured what better opportunity than to give my mom her dream car. So we're actually going to be fixing up this car a little bit more. You know, we've already done some stuff to the transmission and stuff like that. It's way more drivable than it was, because if you guys know these cars, they have the 1-year transmission. They got their issues. It's not gonna be mine anymore. It's gonna be my mom's. So we're actually gonna be giving this car to her as like a Mother's Day gift, but it's actually gonna be for her car show. With that being said, we have a lot of prep to do because today is the 2nd day of May. So we basically have like 2 weeks to get this car fully registered, smog ready, painted. As you can see, it has some paint issues. We got a lot of stuff to do. It starts by bringing this thing to paint. Few things we're getting fixed on the car in terms of paint are the front bumper, because it needs it pretty bad. Rear bumper, we're gonna see what he can do, just because, you know, he's already mixing the paint and whatnot, so it's might as well just get as much done as we can. I think around the rear windows we're going to hold off on that and just try to buff it and maybe eventually get it painted. The spoiler needs it really bad. It's like basically chalk and white underneath, so it's like, yeah, that needs it. And then obviously the dent in the hood is pretty rough, so we're going to see if he can pull out the dent without chipping the paint, and then if he can, cool. If not, he's gonna need to respray the whole hood, so hoping that he can pull the dent out, but we'll see. So you're gonna have to wait. Today's Monday. We're picking the car back up on Thursday is when he said it should be done. And then we actually leave for the IPD warehouse sale next Thursday. So we're gonna actually take this car to the IPD warehouse sale before we give it to her. But so she's not gonna know, but we'll be like sending pictures like, hey, look, saw this cool car at the show, thought you might like it, along with some other ones. That way she doesn't get all like, what are they doing here? So just down the street from dropping the car off, and can't wait to see it when it comes back. But we also have some other little side quests today for the rally car, the Rally 740. Just pulled up to drop the car off, and we got 65, is this a Nova? Oh, Malibu. Pretty gnarly. We got quite the blue car lineup, but Classics Collision is where we're getting it done. About to hand off the keys and get this thing off to paint. Pick her back up in a week. So we dropped off the car at paint, and I am so excited to get that car back looking just absolutely pristine. I am definitely making these videos like quite ahead of schedule in terms of like when you guys are seeing them. I want to say like a month in advance maybe. I'm not going to be like accurate in terms of like getting your guys' feedback on this decision, but I hope you guys are stoked. I just know that she's gonna love it, and she's gonna want to take care of it, and I'll be able to help her like take care of stuff on the car and stuff. So for her to have that sort of comfort will be really cool. I think the plan is to get the car ready, take it to IPD. It's a good opportunity to definitely buy a few more parts, get the car completely sorted. Like a day or two after we get back is her car show. I told her that I'm going to bring the red car to the show, so she registered it into the show, which is pretty cool. Well, I said a Volvo, so technically I wasn't lying. So she's expecting the red car, and then when her car show happens, she's gonna be there, and I'm gonna pull up in the blue car and be like, here's your new car, ta-da. So I'll make a whole video about it. It'll be pretty cool. Right now I am on the freeway. We're gonna go pick up some new wheels for the Rally 740. Cool as the GTR wheels are, I need a set of 15s to get rally tires, but this car came with 15 stock, so it's like perfect. Throw them on the car and then get some Tire Streets rally tires, and that should make the car an absolute animal. But that's when your boy gets his funds up. So right now we're just trying to get the blue car done. We're trying to get it all sorted, and then we'll kind of shift gears and focus on the white car and the red car and the black. Because right now we're juggling so many projects, so it's just kind of difficult. We've got another hour and 20 minutes in our drive to go pick up these wheels. You know, Volvo wheels, I'll have to say, Volvo wheels used to be cheap. And I mean, I'm getting a pretty decent deal on these, but yeah, it's getting harder to find like a good set of wheel and tires for cheap. For now, I'll update you guys when we pick up these wheels. So here are the new wheels for the 740 rally car. So these normally have like a wheel cap or whatever, rim cap, but I think they look good the way they are. You know, having this big face will help protect the brakes from getting a lot of dirt in them, even though it has some like opening. I think once they are painted white, they'll definitely look very rally-ish wheel, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys. But I'm like, do I paint them, or do I find like a cheap powder coater, get them all powder coated white, since they'll be rally wheels? So they're definitely gonna get beat up. You know, maybe I just go that route once I get a little bit more funds. But for now, the 16-inch GTR wheels that I currently have on the car are definitely gonna do. These painted white with some big rally tires on it, I think would look absolutely amazing. I also just think they would perform better. So I have that spacer that goes from 5x108 to 5x114. So to get rid of the spacer, to get rid of the 16-inch, go to 15s, put the rally tire on it. that's the recipe right there. Eventually, if we want to do a drift event, I have a 5x108 spacer because these are off of a P80. So I'll put these on the front, and then I have some other tires I can put on the rear that are 15s, and I think this is a 17. Yeah, this is 17. So 17 in the front, 15s in the rear. I also have these. I'm deciding if they're gonna go on my red P80 or not. They definitely have some curb rash, so they need to be refurbished, and the wheel caps are pretty crusty. So I don't know, what should I do? Should I sell them, put the funds towards some of the other builds, or should I refurbish them for a video, keep them on my car for daily driving? I don't know, but these will definitely be fronts for the 740 for drifting. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We definitely have a lot of cool things coming, so stay tuned, and I'm excited to get that P80 going. I'm excited to get the 740 going. I mean, we just got so much content. You just got to subscribe, bro. Peace.